Hey everyone, today I'm checking out something that might surprise you. Mini gaming PCs are actually getting powerful enough to run modern titles at decent settings, and this KAMRUI Hyper H2 Mini is packing an Intel Core i9-11900H, which is no slouch for such a small machine. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. Most people think mini PCs are just for browsing or light work, but this one can handle gaming too, and it does it without taking up half your desk. I've been testing it for the past couple of weeks, and I've been genuinely impressed by how much it can do in such a tiny package. Whether you're a gamer looking for a secondary rig, a creator needing extra power, or just someone who wants a space-saving desktop, this thing might be worth your time. First off, the performance is legit. The i9-11900H inside this little box can boost up to 4.9 GHz, which is basically what you'd find in a full-sized gaming laptop. I ran a few AAA titles like Cyberpunk 2070 and Elden Ring on medium settings, and it handled them surprisingly well at 1080p. You won't be maxing out everything on Ultra, but for the size, it's more than playable. And if you're into esports titles like Valorant or Apex Legends, this thing will run those at high refresh rates with no problem. The 32GB of RAM and 1TB SSD combo also means you've got plenty of headroom for multitasking or storing a ton of games and files without slowing down. Another thing that stands out is the display setup. This mini PC supports triple 4K at 60Hz output, which is wild for something this small. I hooked it up to 3 4K monitors, and the visuals were crisp and smooth. It's perfect if you're into content creation, video editing, or just want a multi-monitor setup for productivity. The fact that it can push 3 4K screens at once without lagging is something I didn't expect from a mini PC. Plus, the connectivity is solid. You've got HDMI, DisplayPort, and even USB-C, so you can mix and match your monitors however you like. Now, let's talk about the build. The H2 comes in a sleek silver-white metal case that feels sturdy and premium. It's not just for looks either. Mini PCs can get hot, but the metal casing here does a great job of dissipating heat. I ran it for hours during gaming sessions and rendering tasks, and it stayed cool to the touch. The compact design also means it can fit just about anywhere, whether it's on your desk, behind a monitor, or even tucked into a corner. It's the kind of thing that disappears into your setup rather than dominating it. For creators and power users, the storage and RAM upgrades are a big deal. The base model comes with 32GB of RAM and a 1TB SSD, but the specs mention you can expand it up to 4TB. That's a ton of space for large video files, game libraries, or even virtual machines. I tested it with Adobe Premiere Pro and it handled 4K video editing without breaking a sweat. If you're someone who needs to run multiple heavy applications at once, this thing won't hold you back. Connectivity-wise, it's got you covered. There are 6 USB 3.2 ports, so you can plug in all your peripherals without needing a hub. The Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth 5.2 are also nice touches, especially if you're using wireless headsets, controllers, or other devices. I didn't notice any lag or connectivity issues during my testing, which is a relief compared to some other mini PCs I've tried. One thing to keep in mind is that while this mini PC is powerful, it's not a full desktop replacement for hardcore gamers who want to run every game at max settings. It's more suited for 1080p gaming or light 4K work. Also, the included Windows 11 Pro is a plus, but if you're used to a full-size tower, you might need to adjust to the smaller form factor. The ports are all on the back, so cable management is a bit trickier than with a traditional PC. All in all, the KAMRUI Hyper H2 Mini is a solid choice if you want a powerful, compact machine that can handle gaming and productivity without taking up your entire desk. It's not perfect, but for the price and size, it's hard to beat. If you're curious and want to see more details, the link is below. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.